Welcome to the Militia gaming community. I'm Trigger Militia, and about a week ago, EA showed what looked to be the next Need for Speed, and we're going to take a look at it right now. Let's go! Right up front, I just want to emphasize this. As of this video, there is no confirmed information on Need for Speed 2021, as the community is calling it. There is nothing right now that has been confirmed by either the studio or EA. So, that being said, it's still really fun to speculate what the next game might bring. And that's what this video is all about. So, if you're down with that, great. Hang out with me. Tell me what you think in the comments. Let me know I'm wrong or right or whatever. But let's get into what I think the next game is going to look like, and especially what it's going to look like running on the Xbox Series X and the PS5. The chances are you have seen this clip that I'm about to play. EA streamed it on their E3 presentation a few days ago, actually about a week ago, and the next Need for Speed game was talked about for literally 10 seconds. But the clip they showed during that time did provide us with a little bit of insight as to what the next game might be. So here are my 3 predictions for what this game is going to look like and what it's going to feel like on the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. The number one prediction, and I know other people are saying this as well, but this is going to be the most realistic Need for Speed to date. I'm not only talking about the way the game looks, obviously with the new power of the next-gen consoles, the game will look amazing. I'm talking about the physics and the way the cars feel. Imagine a game that looks almost photorealistic, but then allows you to take a 90-degree turn at 135 miles per hour just by simply hitting the gas and causing it to slide. No, it's not going to happen. It would look ridiculous. And not only would it look ridiculous, but it doesn't seem like the community was very happy with the physics of Need for Speed Heat, and since the development studio is now Criterion, why would they keep the same physics that people don't like? This will absolutely be the most realistic Need for Speed to date. I think it's going to look and feel something like Forza Horizon 4. The Xbox Series X and the PS5 both will provide instantaneous loading, which means we're likely to see the biggest map we've ever seen from a Need for Speed game, and I think Criterion is going to shoot for that giant scale. Now, this second prediction might be a little bit questionable, but I think this game is going to get the support that Need for Speed Heat deserved. The community has been extremely vocal about this game's lack of content, and EA understands the position they're in with respect to the community. There's a very negative buzz around EA's decision making, the criticism being that all of the decisions that EA makes are positioned around whether they're going to make money on that or not, instead of the experience of the gamer. I think Criterion will definitely come up with a way to monetize this game post-launch. So you're going to have the initial $60 game, and then I think you're going to have a season pass or something like that. It might even be revolutionary and different than we're used to, or it'll just be that seasonal content packs. Either way, Criterion's going to attempt to monetize this post-launch, and I think that's going to keep EA happy. It's also going to keep us happy because we're going to be getting consistent content releases, and this is super important to the success of the next game. It could look really good and it could run really good, and it's going to be on the best consoles ever, but if it doesn't have constant content, it's gonna fail, and I just really don't want that to happen. The community doesn't want it to happen. There's a lot of unhappy people surrounding Need for Speed Heat, even though I think it was a pretty good game. It just wasn't a great game. It didn't have the long tail that everybody wanted. It had a lot of really good, solid foundation, like the police and the day and night cycle. Anyways, my prediction is that they will figure out a way to monetize this game after launch, which will allow Criterion to continue working on content for us. And lastly, my prediction, and this might be contrary to everyone else, I do not believe this game is going to release in 2021. I believe it'll release in 2022, and it might even be a mid-22 release. It's almost impossible for them to design this game in a year and a half and have it ready to go and good by the end of 2021. If it did come out in 2021, it would be the latest possible, maybe December or possibly November, but I don't think so. I think it's going to come out in early 22, possibly mid 22. Now, this goes against everything that the community is seeing. You're noticing on YouTube that all of the titles have Need for Speed 2021, and I think that's thanks to some of the bigger YouTube channels, but I doubt this will come out in 22. I don't even think Criterion's been working on this game that long. I think they've only been working on it for a few months, maybe 2 or 3 months at the most. They took over around March or February, and they put out a tiny update, and then all they've been working on for the last 5 months is actually just crossplay. Now, obviously, I'm not a dev, I'm not in the studio working with them, but I just can't imagine them spending that much time on the next Need for Speed in these last 5 months. That being said, even if they did, even if they started in February or March of this year, that's only a year and a half to try to get the game to a point where it can be released. I'm not even sure that that's possible given the task that Criterion has. Not only do they have to design a new map, but they have to design a brand new game for a brand new platform, which means they're going to start exploring the different things that they can do with ray tracing and lighting and making this game look and feel realistic. I just don't think it's possible. A year and a half is a really short dev cycle for any game, let alone a game that's being designed for a new platform and a new console generation and crossplay and photorealism. I mean, this is just, it's too much to ask. This game will not come out in 2021, mark my words. I believe it's going to be a early 22 or possibly a mid 22 release. Alright, so that's it. There you have it. That's my 3 predictions for Need for Speed Heat. I'm going to be doing more Need for Speed Heat 2021 or 2022 content coverage, so if you're interested in that type of thing, I really appreciate you following and subscribing. That's awesome. Thank you so much to everyone who has watched this video. I'd really appreciate all of your feedback in the comments. I want to know what you guys think the next Need for Speed is going to be and look like and feel like. Make sure you leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts. And if you guys are on Discord, the Militia Gaming community and Dave Loves Games came together to create a community Discord. If you'd like to join the Discord, there's an invite link in the description down below. This is the best way to keep up on what's going on with both of our channels. So make sure you hit that invite link and we'll catch you over there. And thank you to all my subs. I raise a barks to you guys. All right, thank you so much for watching. Trigger out.